Hey, what's up, Ron here. Thank you for joining me. Today's an update. I feel like I owe you one. It's been a while. So, in the past, my channel was a bit more of a mix of updates, all sorts of topics, and now I've been on a streak of just lessons, just tight how to, step by step, very punchy. And I've been doing great with that, and thank you so much for all the views because the channel's been doing really, really well. Life's been hectic, as you know, or may not know. I'm a relatively new dad. Our baby is going to be actually 4 months exactly today. So congratulations. And because of that, my schedule is very fluid. So it's very hard for me to commit to, these are the days I'm going to post videos and it's going to be this type of videos. And I really wanted the channel to thrive more, and I've been really upping my game when it comes to the titles and the thumbnails of the videos. I really want them to get a lot of clicks, a lot of views. And so I've been devoting a lot of my time and effort to that. So you might have noticed things have been a little more straightforward. No live streams too. Again, just super busy, lots of stuff, end of year stuff, lots of worries, lots of things to take care of. I do hope that with a bit of time and maybe in a month or two, gradually throughout the following month or two, things will go into a bit more of a routine. But right now, this is just forced by reality. There is quite a lot of things going out still, so I'm quite happy, and hopefully you get enough to watch. But it's really like one day it's a lesson, like a longer one, then it's just a short, then it's a week with no videos, no live streams at all, no, it's crazy. But yes, we're doing well, we're doing good. Thank you so much, because a lot of people have been asking and emailing and all of that, and I have been successful in getting back to most people. So if I still haven't answered your message or email, hopefully I will soon. It may take me some time, but this is it. I hope, again, over the next couple of months, things will kind of settle into more of a routine, and I'll be able to post more, and also maybe retry to post a variety of things. I have noticed, unfortunately, reality here on YouTube, everyone who's in this kind of milieu knows it's just, when you start spreading out your topics too much, it gets less views. And because my time is so limited, I've been really trying to squeeze out just the purest, best educational content, honestly, for you. So this is the thing. I want to share with you this painting I've been completely consumed by, from the Imperial Bar. Let me show you. This thing, I've been working on this for a long time now. It's been, I don't know how many weeks. It just takes time. I'm slower too, but there's so many details here, and I've barely managed to paint anything else other than the tutorials you watched. So it's just this and everything you saw me paint in the tutorials. But with that, I am quite pleased with this one. Like, check it out. I think it looks so good. It's going to be probably one of my best paintings so far. And it makes me think about how do I want to sell it? How much do I want to sell it for? And I do feel like I'm getting there. I'm getting to a point where I could ask, for much, much more. So if you already purchased a painting of mine, first off, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And second, if I keep doing things right, the value is gonna keep growing, because it has been growing steadily so far. And with every sale, I've been increasing my prices. Every time I feel like I'm making a new standout painting, I feel like I've been increasing my prices. I don't know how. For example, this one, I don't know what I'll price it for. But I'm thinking, dare I say 5 figures? So we'll see. That's where my head is going. We'll see how it goes, though. So yes, no guarantees, but let me put it back there. I will say that I feel like I'm getting there, to the point where I can just put the painting up for sale and leave it there. And you know what? If it takes a decade to sell for the price I want, that's fine with me. Because I cannot... This is one of those paintings I just cannot let go of unless it's for a price that basically rewards me for letting it go. It's a major piece. It's larger than most of my works. Of course, not the huge ones, but yeah. This is where my mind is at. I do want to share one more thing. So regarding my courses, I've been diving deeper on improving everything there. So one of the things that's going to happen this year, it's probably going to happen, let's say if now we're close to the end of January, let's take the entirety of February. I think start of March, I'm going to increase the prices on my courses. It's not going to be a big increase. It's going to be about 10%. And I will add new lessons, at least one new lesson to each of the courses. I'm talking about the frustration-free watercolor course, which you can see here, and the watercolor realism course. They're both going to get at least a new lesson each, and I am increasing the price by 10%. I just have to. Everything is going up, and it's been years. I think I launched the frustration-free watercolor course. When was it? I don't even remember. It's been at least 4 or 5 years. I don't know, something like that. So it feels like warranted now. If you do want to get the courses, February. You have now till the end of January and the entirety of February. Get it for the price it's currently at. It's $29 for the frustration free and $24 for the watercolor realism course. And if you want to get it for this same price, and by the way, thank you to everyone who purchased on the Proco.com platform. I really appreciate it. It helps with my visibility there, and thankfully the courses are still selling there. The Watercolor Fundamentals bundle. So thank you so much for that. But I will say, yes, if you want to get it for the current price, be sure to do that, in the upcoming, in the next month, because I am going to increase it by 10%. So again, not a huge increase. It's going to go probably $36 and then $29. I just have to, they've increased our VAT here locally. They've increased everything here. And it's just, I have to do it. And I feel like they deserve it. Ton of content. And I will add new lessons, of course. And yeah, so I've been working on the entirety of the sales funnel. I know it's not interesting necessarily for most, but just to show you, maybe if you are thinking of making your art into a business, there's a lot behind the scenes, and even just creating content and YouTube videos and Instagram posts is full-time. It's a full-time job. But I'm doing all of the other things at the back end of selling the courses, and also not to mention selling the paintings themselves. It's a lot of work. I'm trying to kind of give you a window into it. So I've been improving the entirety of the emails, the follow-up emails that you get when you purchase the course, to make them punchier, shorter, quicker, more effective, and also to help promote other things in the future. So you'll if you purchase the course now, you may be one of the first people who see this new follow-up series of emails. I hope you like it. It's very similar to what it's been so far, but it's just better. It's just better designed. And this year, I actually have a note here. I'm kind of, in a good way, forced to make changes and improvements to just about anything. So I've been challenging myself to think, and this is just the thing you have to do. Let me kind of conclude 2024 real quick for you. 2024 has probably been the hardest year of my life so far. I mentioned this, I talked about it, in all aspects of life, personal, work, everything. It's just been a challenging year. Thankfully, 2024 has somehow ended up being my best year revenue-wise. So my business income, not profits, revenue, okay? Top line revenue has been the highest. Not by a huge margin from my best year, which wasn't 2023, not at all, but a couple of years back. It's like maybe like 1 or 2% higher than my best year, which is a strong margin from other years. My point is, I've been working so hard and so tirelessly throughout this entire year that things have been cooking and they have been brewing, and it ended up working out. One of those things, by the way, is the Proco course launch, which again, I have a little overlay for that. Here we go. So the fact that finally blossomed, that's been another source of income, for example, right towards the end of the year too. So I've been really thinking, okay, I feel like I've been kind of doing the same thing for a couple of years now, and things have been, a little better, a little worse, a lot worse, a lot better, and then, so this has been a good year. And what I want to do with 2025 is to have it be a significantly different year, not just where, I strive to increase my earnings or my revenue by, and, I'm not a millionaire by any stretch. I would say I'm living comfortably. We're living comfortably, which is good, but it's close to not living comfortably mentally for me. Like, it's not far. Like, I still always feel like just a bit more, and it'll be much, much easier. There is a lot of, at least in my mind, there's a lot of financial stress. I'm just going to be fully honest with you. I make a good, okay income, but it's nothing crazy. Like, let's say my friends in tech are on a different stratosphere, even the ones that don't make as much. But in any case, yeah, I don't want to go too much into that. What I am trying to tell you is like mentally here, I have been for a long time financially stressed. It's just, maybe it's a part of having a business, maybe it's also due to that. But yes, that's how I've been feeling. And this year, 2025, I really opened up the heart of my business. I'm looking at what's at the core, and I'm looking at the main sources of income and thinking, how can I double them this year, right? I'm not looking for a 10% growth or something like that. I'm thinking like, what's the thing I'm not doing that someone who's a much better business person does? Because I'm artist first. I can't avoid it. I don't really think in business terms as much, but I've done well for myself, I think, so far. So I'm really thinking, okay, how can I double it? And I've been looking at the course sales. I've been looking at the painting sales. I've been looking at the YouTube ad revenue, even Patreon, stuff like that. And I've been asking myself, for this source of income to double, what would it take? Instead of trying to try a bunch of vague things, I'm trying to really look at what would it take. So if you look at Patreon, what would it take for this source to double, right? So I wrote down a couple of things. I don't even know if I'm going to do all of them, but generally speaking, if there are more perks, then yes, more people will join, like more serious perks. A lot of people on Patreon do the whole, I gift you a painting once a year and all of that. I don't know if I'll do that. It's just a lot of work, right? It's not, I could get it to work, and I actually like the idea on some level, but it's just a lot of work. I really have to allocate my time carefully. This is the only reason I'm not doing this and many other things, but I just tried that mental exercise of what would it take. And so a lot of the things are related to the courses sales, which has been my main source of income, I think. In the beginning, it was the books, but now over the past decade, it gradually has shifted. Book sales have decreased greatly over this decade, but the courses have taken their place, and a lot of other things too, paintings as well. This was my best year, no comparison to previous years when it comes to painting sales. So a lot of these things are optimizing both the courses in terms of their content, but also the sales funnel and the emails follow-ups and everything else, and how I market the products and and all of that. I'll go back hopefully to doing more paid ads on Facebook, Instagram, all of that good stuff. So I've been really looking at the guts of my business, actually, not just the heart, and really taking a long time to define what I want to try, and hopefully it's the kind of things that lead to a 100% growth rather than a 100%, by 100%, like 200%, double everything. That's what I'm thinking, right? I don't know if I'll get there. I'm not trying to set an impossible standard at all. I'm not setting any standard, but the actions I'm doing hopefully will get me there. So that's kind of sorry for going on a bit of feels like a bit of a side tangent, but that's where I've been. By the way, a part of it is increasing prices. If you haven't increased prices for whatever you're selling for years and years and years, maybe it's okay to do a 10% increase. Every service I've been using, by the way, I don't know if you can relate, every service I've been using has almost every one of them has increased their prices. Aweber, the software I use to send emails and manage my mailing lists, it's gone significantly higher. Vimeo, where I store my videos, significantly higher. Everyone's increasing their prices. I have to compete. But yeah, so this is it. This is where I'm at. Hopefully, once I'm done with this painting, the Imperial Bar, number 2, I suppose, once I'm done with that, I'll have more free time to work on smaller paintings, but this is super time demanding, time consuming, and it feels like it's worth it, right? There will be an auction soon. I was still in correspondence to figure out when that is and what paintings are going to be there with the local auction house. A bunch of things are happening. I just really felt like it was time to update you because I've been so much in the non-meta of what I'm doing. It's been just about the lessons, and I feel like, and no live streams, no nothing, and it felt like it was time to update you. I'm also working on something interesting that I'll share in the future, but if you made it to the end of the video, it has to do with AI, but don't worry, it's not. A lot of people have strong feelings about AI. I think you're going to find this one entertaining, though, so don't worry about it. But I will share it gradually, I guess in the following months. We'll see how it goes. But yes, this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you to anyone who buys a course, buys a book. It's what pays the bills. It's what pays for Ruth's food. Actually, I'm now doing only homemade almost. I'm making her food. So yeah, no more store-bought. Almost. It's a combination, but mostly it's homemade, much healthier, vet-approved program. We just want her to live the longest life she can, so we're really hoping that will help in the future. We keep hearing anecdotal evidence from people who say, my dog is just has been eating my leftovers and they live till they're 19 and whatever. So I'm like, yeah, we need to do that for Ruth. But yeah, thank you so much. It's all thanks to you. I don't have much of a stamp of approval from anyone really. Whatever I sell, it's to you, the viewer. And I'm super grateful for that. I see all over artists and non-artists who the way they make their money is someone pays them, like an organization, like an institution, like whatever it is. And I am so happy to just be doing this directly. No middleman, no nothing. So thank you so much. Thank you for your support. I've allowed myself to waffle on and blabber and talk because it's been a while since I've done this kind of a video. I do hope to also do a Painting Masters episode soon. I know a lot of people are enjoying these, and I always kind of forget for a while, and then I do another one. But yeah, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next vid. Take care.